Hello everyone, welcome to another video. You'll have to excuse my voice, I am a little sick right now, but I wanted to make this video talking about PlayStation's recent state of play. Now, it was pretty lukewarm. We did get some pretty cool titles that I'm personally interested in, but I'd say for the general public, it probably wasn't that great. In my opinion, I really enjoyed it. The fact that we're getting Lunar 1 and 2 remastered, and it's going to be being released physically too, like that blew my mind. Hell Is Us, I really liked that. There were some other games in there that I really enjoyed too, but I think for the general public, probably wasn't what they wanted until the very end. Now, we got a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. Not a direct sequel, which in my personal opinion, I think that is fine. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Ghost of Yotei or Yotei. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say Yotei. Now, this stars a brand new female protagonist. And let's put our big boy and big girl pants on here because it's a female protagonist. Yes, it's not Jin Sakai, and that's completely fine. I think if you have an issue with this game starring a lead female protagonist, see therapy, talk to someone. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a shame that she's gotten so much slander on the internet for getting this role. And I think that's just so wrong of us to come at someone for voicing a character in a video game that just happens to be female. But anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into that. It is a female protagonist, and I think that's completely fine. The unique thing about this, and really what this video is about, is I love the idea behind this. Because it is not a direct follow-up, it takes place roughly a little over 300 years from the time period that Ghost of Tsushima took place in, and it takes place in a different part of feudal Japan. And I think it's cool because you can essentially still carry on the Ghost banter and name, just in different time periods and different regions, right? So it would be cool, I should say, if there were like nods to Jin Sakai for establishing the Ghost. But it could be more something here where essentially this protagonist is already somewhat of a vagabond and a rogue and already kind of didn't come from the same background as Jin. Maybe her backstory is that she had more of a rougher upbringing and she's already kind of been this rogue slash vagabond type of character, so she doesn't really develop into one. I think the trailer was really cool, showing how she was being hunted, and she is essentially the hunter hunting the hunters, which is really cool. I love the dual wielding katanas. That was awesome to see. I do believe that there's some information on PlayStation's blog that I will be sharing in this video, and we'll talk about that in a brief moment. So, going right into the PlayStation blog, we have this message here from Sucker Punch saying, "Today we are so happy to announce Ghost of Yotei, the latest game from Sucker Punch, and the introduction of our new hero, Atsu. When we set out to make a new Ghost game, we wanted to maintain the core pillars established in Ghost of Tsushima, playing as a wandering warrior in feudal Japan, offering freedom to explore at your own pace, and highlighting the beauty of the world." That is amazing, because Ghost of Tsushima is honestly one of my favorite games in recent years. It is man, this is a tough one, but I'm going to say it is like top 3 PS4 games for me. I simply adored that game. I got lost in it. Fun fact though, it's actually really interesting. A lot of the games that I find myself really getting into, I play for a little bit and then something takes me out of them and then I come back to them and I just like fall in love with them. And that's what happened with Ghost of Tsushima. I actually got it on sale a little after it came out and I played it for a little bit, and then the PS5 came out and I got my PS5, and then I want to say a year later they announced the director's cut, so I was like, oh shoot, I'll just play that. So I actually finished my campaign on the PS5 and played the Iki expansion. And I want to say something about that really quickly too. If you haven't played the Iki Island expansion, it's worth it. And I think it really wraps up Jin's story. right? Like, I don't think we need to see more of Jin. Don't get me wrong, I think it would be cool, but like, the Iki Island DLC really gave me what I needed. You got some great character development in that from Jin and dealing with some trauma from his past, and I thought that was really awesome. And I think as a character, that was enough for me to be cemented in how I felt with Jin Sakai and his story. And the base game is just wonderful. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with the ending. I would have probably made and this is spoiler territory, obviously. I would have probably made the ending a little more closed. The ending is a very open ending, very, very, very like, hey, let's keep on doing this, right? So it definitely gives the expectation of there's going to be a second one starring Jin Sakai. So I can see how some people are upset by that, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, I really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima so much. After this trailer, I actually started a playthrough on the PS4 version just because I want to go back, re-platinum that game, experience it all over again. It is just a beautiful and vibrant game. It is probably legitimately the most beautiful game I've ever played known to man. It is like art. What Sucker Punch pulled off on the PS4 with that game is just phenomenal. But continuing on with the PlayStation blog, we have some more to say. We also wanted to continue to innovate, to create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jin Sakai's story in the island of Tsushima and shifted our focus to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories, and we wanted to explore what it could mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend. This led us to Ghost of Yotei, a new protagonist, a new story to unfold, and a new region of Japan to explore. See, that is awesome, because essentially, like I was saying earlier, you still carry the banter and the name of the ghost, just a completely new legacy, and it obviously, the origin story is Jin Sakai, and it would be, my only one thing is, it would be cool if they could connect it just to, like, establish that Jin was the origin of the ghost, like, if we could have some type of cool little, like, some moment of you see Jin's old mask or something like that, or someone brings him up in a brief conversation. It doesn't have to be like a full-blown, like, just something small to tilt your hat towards Jin in the original Ghost of Tsushima and him creating essentially the ghost, right? And the ghost moniker and the ghost name and the ghost persona. That is awesome. I love that. I love the fact that it is kind of iterating upon that, but also still being something fresh and familiar and new. And new areas too. Like, this game is going to be beautiful. We already know that. And man, I'm so excited for this. So more on PlayStation Blog. While we aren't diving into any story specifics yet, today we can reveal that Atsu's journey takes place in 1603, so like I said earlier, more than 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. Our story is set in the land surrounding Mount Yōtei, a towering peak in the heart of Izo, an area of Japan known as Hokkaido? I might have butchered that pronunciation. In present day. In 1603, this area was outside the rule of Japan and filled with sprawling grasslands, snowy tundras, and unexpected dangers. It's a far cry from the origin samurai clans who lived in Tsushima, and it's the setting for an original story we can't wait to tell. And then the nice thing to know is obviously this is Sucker Punch's first game built from the ground up on PlayStation 5, so obviously this is going to be a huge step up on what we can expect in terms of visuals and gameplay mechanics, and man, I'm just so excited for this game. So yeah, I really just wanted to make this video just to kind of briefly talk about the new Ghost of Yotei, how excited I am for it. I hope I'll be able to get my hands on the collector's edition. I definitely missed out on the first one, and it's like $600 on eBay. But yeah, that would be a cool piece to add to my collection just because I enjoy the first game so much. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this new game. Let me know if you guys are interested in playing it or picking it up. Maybe when it comes out, I could do a possible giveaway and give out a physical or digital code to one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.